Yo, what's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here. Gonna be cracking a box of Forbidden Light. Check this out. This is incredible. And I am the first one of the Derium crew to actually open one, but I am running last on the channel. So these are gonna be our first times seeing these. Mikey is with me. His video should have run yesterday if our order of operations is correct. So even though I am super stoked to see these, this will be like the third time you guys are seeing them on our channel. I have already peeped the pack art for these, and I just want to say right off the top, I think this is kind of ugly. Now, I know maybe unpopular opinion, but I think that Greninja looks goofy as ever. The Naganadel is like odd bug looking creature, like what? But these guys, okay, I have to give it to them. The Ultra Necrozma looks sweet. This thing looks incredible. I think Ultra Necrozma is just a beast, like a supersonic glowing monster dragon thing. And then Zygarde is my boy there, so can't hate on them. But not a fan of the Naganadel or the Greninja art. I just think that just look awkward and goofy. And I've never been a fan of Greninja anyway because he's an awkward tongue frog. So anyways, let's get right down to this. I'm hoping that maybe I can get some sweet hits out of here. I don't know, Ultra Necrozma maybe. Got Flabebe. I'm going to go through these. My first one's like real slow. Got a Geibel there with Ascension. That is great because you get to auto-evolve. Clauncher, Noibat, Pancham, Clawitzer, and an Aegislash. Okay. We've got our energy. I guess I will put these into piles as well, just so that we can get these sorted out. Good stuff. Breaks in, Doublade. Oh, the new Judge art. Very exciting. I think that is awesome. Judge is a sweet card. And from the looks of things, it looks like N might be rotating. So that is going to be one of the few options that we have to limit your opponent's hand maybe next year, potentially. Now, opening these, I don't know. Oh, my goodness, we've got a hit already. Oh, my gosh. Okay. All right, so we've got a Bunnelby. Stay calm, Andrew. Stay calm. We've got a Snover. Scatterbug. All right. Oh my gosh, look at that Rockruff. That is so cute. Oh my, it reminds me of Courage the Cowardly Dog, if you guys have ever seen that show. He's got like the cabin in the background and he looks scared, so like that definitely reminds me of that. We've got a Skrelp and Volcanion Prism, my first hit from Forbidden Light. That is awesome. It's got a sweet ability, allows you to discard water energy from your hand, and if you do, you can your opponent switches their active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon, so kind of like an escape rope effect on your opponent. They get to choose Barbaracle. Ugly dude, man, ugly dude. Barbaracle, like top 10 least favorite Pokemon for sure, is my rare. Psychic Energy. Oh, the new Frogadier, pulling him out. Awesome, good stuff. Goes with that new Greninja Break. Porter, what a odd card, allowing you to move your opponent's energy around. And then a Gabite, which also has Ascension. I didn't know that, so that's really cool. Both the Geibel and the Gabite both have that Ascension attack, allowing you to evolve up through them. And then I guess I should take a look at that Rockruff as well, since Lycanroc is a very played card. This is neat because not only does it have one retreat cost, which is great, it's what we want in a Rockruff, but it also has 70 hit points, and the art is awesome. So there could be a valid reason to play this Rockruff, even though the other attacks on the other Rockruffs are just so good. Moving right along, stoked on that Volcanion Prism. Gonna get him into a sleeve here momentarily. But I was saying that I think that the pack, like the actual packaging, feels like, I don't know, loose or a little flimsy compared to typical packs that I've opened. I don't know if maybe they're going through a new company to do that. It's maybe just a little bit of theorizing on my part, or maybe this is just the first. We got a Torterra. Super cool. Is that a alternative typing of that Torterra, Mikey?
Yes.
I think it was we have the grass one. So this is the fighting Torterra. Very cool. And ooh, Lysander Labs. The Pokemon tool cards in play both yours and opponents have no effects. It's a cool stadium card for sure. And Mesprit, Silent Waves. If you have an Azelf in play, your opponent's Pokemon in play have no resistance. Ooh, and an Ultra Space. I am excited about that as well. Always stoked about new trainers to add to my collection so that you just have those staple cards. You never know what's going to end up being something good that you need for your collection. So sweet, sweet, sweet stuff. But yeah, I don't know. The Rockruff, I think that corner is just super good. Maybe, this kind of has a beefed up. Oh, we've got a hit. Okay. All right. Enough talk about Rockruffs. What do we got going on here? Litleo, Croagunk, Froakie. Oh, is this Froakie any good? If this Pokemon has any water energy attached to it, it has no retreat cost. Okay, that's like fine. I think the Bubble Froakie is better. Bubble Froakie also has 60 hit points, so like way better. Dragalge. And Yveltal GX. All right, looks like we've got our first GX from Forbidden Light. Gonna be a Yveltal. That is awesome. And a Bonnie, which goes great with that new Zygarde, and a sweet Tyrant artwork as well with the volcano in the background. That thing looks amazing. Definitely a fan of that artwork there. But let's take a closer look at that Yveltal GX. I guess I never really showed off the Volcanium Prism too much either. So let's take a look at these guys. Super cool. The Yveltal GX has got Absorb Vitality. Heal from this Pokemon the same amount of damage you do to your opponent's active Pokemon for just 1 dark. Does 20 damage. Sonic Evil for 3 colorless does 100. The attack's damage is not affected by weakness or resistance. And Doom Count GX for 1 darkness. If your opponent's active Pokemon has exactly 4 damage counters on it, that Pokemon is knocked out. So sweet stuff. 180 hit points, 2 retreat cost. Great Pokemon GX there. Super cool card. I mean, the moon in the background.
Look at that moon.
Yeah, and the purple, like just a sweet looking artwork for sure. Very epic looking. Definitely a fan of that. The electricity coming off the Yveltal's wings. I think that is some excellent artwork there. So super cool stuff. Another one by 5-Band Graphics. Been noticing they do pretty much all of Pokemon's legendary artworks, I think, if I remember correctly. It's 5-Band's been doing almost all of those. Gonna put my trainers over here in a pile, my playable Pokemon up there, my hits over here, and my stacks right in front of me. All right, we've got Helioptile. Look at him, little cartoon self hanging out by the oasis there of Flabébé. A Binacle. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. It's like it's like a toy hanging out in a sandbox or something. That is very funny. Binacle is so cute. And how does he evolve into such a terror that is Barbaracle? I have no idea. Cubone. Oh my gosh, looking so sad. Burdensome Bone. 40 damage. This opponent Pokemon cannot attack during your next turn. Sweet stuff. Inkay, which obviously goes with that Malamar, so I'm going to be pulling them out. Marowak. I actually like this Marowak. It's got an awesome attack. It's free. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. And also Alolan Club. This attack does 20 damage for each of your Pokemon in play that has Alolan in its name. Awesome stuff there. A Fighting Energy Uxie with Memory Skip. 30 damage. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks. That Pokemon can't use that attack during your next turn. And Lady. Search your deck for up to 4 basic energy cards. Reveal them and put them into your hand. Sweet stuff there. That's actually like an improvement of the card Silent, which was a supporter card for a while. And that Hoopa eating the donut dinner. Very cool since Hoopa loves rings. Makes sense that Hoopa would love donuts. It's very cute. So very cute as opposed to Hyperspace Hoopa or whatever, which is obviously like the opposite of cute, just like terrifying. Frou-Frou. All right, cool. Goomy. Oh, there we go. Straight to you, Mikey. You can have him. Doopadur. Mikey's got his first Goomy from the new set.
Oh, yeah.
Fennekin. I think that's the second. We are still doing like the different starters in the set. Have you noticed that?
Right.
I think this is the second Fennekin. So does that mean that we're going to be getting all 3 starters in the set? Is that what that is?
So.
I think cool. So. Like the same thing was in the last set, except we had 2 different arts of all 3. Pancham, Delphox. Once during your turn before you attack, you may leave your opponent's active Pokemon burned. 150 hit points. Pretty cool stuff.
Look at that art.
That art is super epic. Look at that thing. Definitely like illustrated looking. It looks like a wizard. Very cool stuff. Very cool. Kind of epic looking with the trees in the background as well. Then we've got a Goodra. Goodra Hydration. When you attach a water energy card from your hand to this Pokemon, heal 20 damage from it. Goodra, what a goofy looking dude. I don't know about you, Goodra. Judge, I'll take it. Araquanid, Bubble. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed, and Bubble Trap. If one of your Pokemon used Bubble during your last turn, this attack does 80 more damage. All right. Oh, and there is the Frying Pan. The metal Pokemon this card's attack to takes 30 less damage from your opponent's Pokemon's attacks. Interesting. And the code. All right. That metal Frying Pan. I think I saw that there's a secret rare Beast Ring, and also Beast Ring is a rare card in this set. So Beast Ring is gonna be a little hard to find. Hoping that maybe I could just find one. That would be nice. All right, got Tyrant there. Vivillon appears to be our rare. 130 hit points, 50 damage attack for 1 energy. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep and poisoned. Darkness energy, we've got Floette. Swirling Petals, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. If you do, switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. That is interesting to say the least. Okay. Magneton. Klefki, and that is it. Now, I do know we also, I think, have the Electric Magnezone, I guess, in this set, considering the fact that I've been seeing Magnemites and Magnetons. Right.
We're supposed to have it.
Inky Pancham. Jupiter. Fennekin. There's the other art of the Fennekin. I keep seeing Fennekins. Oh, we've got the Metal Empoleon. Sweet stuff. The same card as that water one, just in metal typing. So that is awesome. Sylveon. Wink, wink. All right. We're going to give Mikey his first Sylveon from the new set. Wink, wink. Your opponent reveals their hand. You may discard a supporter card you find there and use it as the effect of that card as the effect of this attack. Cool stuff. And Magical Shot, 40 damage. There you go, Mikey. All you. You are welcome. Ultra Space. Breaksin. That Breaksin's awesome, too. I think Breaksin's a super cool card. And Doublade. Oh, my gosh. Doublade. I actually like Doublade the best out of this whole evolution line. I think Doublade I like more than Aegislash and more than Hone Edge. Doublade is definitely my favorite because look how awesome he is. 2 swords, too cool. That's what I say. All right. Moving right along, we've got 2 Inkies so far. Looking for some Malamars. That would be awesome. Oh, we've got 2 Froakies as well, because Froakie's the starter. I forgot that Froakie is also a starter for a second. This one's got 70 hit points, so I'm going to pull it out, because that's interesting, though I do think the bubble one is probably the superior Froakie. We've got Croagunk as well. I feel like Croagunk gets printed all the time.
And it looks like it. This is the one that's gonna be a fighting Toxicroak.
Okay, got it. So it's an alternate. No wonder I feel like I see Croagunks in like every single set. Execute. It's our first execute there. Multiply. Search your deck for an execute and put it onto your bench. Shuffle your deck. All right. Ooh. Valid little attack there. Pretty cool for all you Alolan Executor GX fans out there. Scatterbug, Helioptile, Skrelp, and Avalugg. Oh, big boy Avalugg going into our rare category there. Unidentified fossil. And oh my gosh, look at that fat cheek Dedenne artwork. Who let that thing get the okay? This is hilarious looking. Oh my gosh, what a fun little illustration. Definitely love that. Super cute. You imagine Dedenne is just eating on some, what are those things called? Pokepuffs or something?
I think those are berries. Those are his
berry.
Berries.
Very cool Dedenne artwork. And Go-Goat.
I think that Dedenne is alternate art too.
Oh, is it?
I'm not sure, but I think it is.
Okay. Dupider, Fennekin, Helioptile, Flabebe, Binacle. Oh, there's an Executor, a Alolan Executor. For that 1 grass energy, Tropical Shake, 20 plus. This attack does 20 more damage for each type of basic energy card in your discard pile. Can't add more than 100 damage in this way. So you could do 120 damage for 1 if you had every type of different energy in your discard pile. And then the Metal Heatran, this is the same alternative, to the metal one that we saw in the last set. So that is interesting as well. I didn't know that was in there. And then our donut-loving Hoopa again. And Lysander Labs. Mesprit, and on to the next one. I'm really hoping, I'm looking to see, that Bergmite is like super cute. Hone Edge. This Hone Edge artwork is awesome. Look at that. It's got an ability too. If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, put 3 counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. That is awesome. Love that. I
Oh,
mean,
that's
that's
cool.
that's
On
like
one of
really
your
good.
opponent's Pokemon.
Yeah, and it's just automatic. It's not a flip. So
Right.
that's fantastic. I mean, if there is an Aegislash deck, this is the hone edge to play with it. We got Skidoo, another Goomy. Oh, double Goomy.
Double Gumi for
Mikey's
Mikey.
also got his
Sweet.
first holographic Goomy there from the new set. A second Empoleon. Imagine if both of those were a new Zygarde. Oh, and a mysterious treasure. Holla. That is awesome. So good for our Malamar deck, for that Ultra Necrozma deck. Mysterious Treasure being an item card that could search out both Dragon Pokemon and Psychic Pokemon. I think we've got a hit here, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. All right. But yeah, that is just a super good card. I think Mysterious Treasure is going to go in a lot of, well, Psychic and Dragon decks. So that is super great. Skrelp, Crasher Wake. Discard 2 water energy cards from your hand. If you do, search your deck for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. That's actually not like the worst, but it is very costs 2 water energy. So it's got a great effect, but at what cost? You'd have to play it with Starmie, I think, in order to get the most use out of that. I'm definitely setting it aside. Ooh, we've got Magnezone there. Okay, I thought I had a hit. Guess I just saw the Magnezone. And we kind of already, it's not super exciting because we kind of already have a Magnezone in format that accelerates lightning energy from Breakthrough. So getting the magnetic circuit Magnezone back in lightning type. Now we do have a hit here. I actually saw that. Skidoo, Goomy to Mikey, Fennekin, Inkay, Pancham. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. I've got, if any of you, oh my gosh, busted pack. We've got Diancie Prism and a Malamar. That is awesome. Let's check out these cards here. I am so excited about these. Anybody who watched my top 10 cards from Forbidden Light, you would have seen these two guys very close to the top. I believe Diancie was my 3rd card and Malamar was my number 4 spot. So we've got number 3 and number 4 on my list of top 10 cards. Diancie Prism, Princess's Cheers. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, your opponent's your fighting type Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So it's like Regirock on steroids times 2, and it's a non-EX, non-GX Pokemon. So that is amazing. It's got this Diamond Rain attack as well. For 3 fighting energy, you could do 90 damage, which is super good because there have been some Hoopa decks popping up lately, and Diancie is just a natural inclusion into fighting decks that can also take out Hoopa very efficiently. So great card. The artwork on this thing is stunning. That looks beautiful. I love this card, and I am very, very excited that it exists. And then, obviously, Malamar, Psychic Recharge. This is going to be the save grace of cost, of Psychic Pokemon that have high energy costs everywhere. Psychic Recharge, just like that Electric from Noble Victories, allows you to accelerate a Psychic Energy card from your discard pile to your bench Pokemon. Awesome stuff. I see a common theme here, I guess, on some of the pack arts and things like that. 2 of them, we're like going through city. There's like a cityscape in the background here. There's a cityscape in the background of Malamar. There appears to be some city kind of background, town background on Inkay. So definitely a little bit of some urban flavor there with the pack art and the Pokemon
Cool.
art. Yeah, kind of dark feeling. I guess that was kind of the theme, Forbidden Light, right? So lightness, darkness. They're kind of messing around with these themes as far as their artwork goes as well. Except, like, I don't know why the Ultra Necrozma and the Zygarde are both in the city. And then you got, like, Greninja just in the water. What's up, Aaron? Thank you, Aaron. Oh, we've got another Hone Edge. So 2 Hone Edges in the set. This Hone Edge artwork looks amazing as well. He's kind of like hanging out in the forest. Looks like he could be like Link's sword from Zelda or something, just pulled out in the woods. Very cool. Got Noibat, Geibel, Execute, Goomy for Mikey, another Avalugg, and Florges. All right, that's our rare Pokemon. It's our first look at Florges. Has 120 hit points. Wondrous Gift. Once during your turn before you attack, you may flip a coin. If heads, put an item card from your discard pile onto the top of your deck. And then Mistguard. Interesting card there. I'm not sure that it's necessarily powerful enough to warrant building a deck around, but definitely A fun card with a fun attack for sure. Frou-Frou, Inky, keeping it. Magnemite, another Hone Edge, Cubone, Bone. And our first look at Unit Energy. This one combines Fairy, Darkness, and Fighting. This card provides a colorless energy, but while this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides Fighting, Darkness, and Fairy, but only provides one energy at a time. So super cool stuff from Unit Energy there. Definitely expands the use of those kinds of cards together. And then Xurkitree, the first Ultra Beast non-EX, non-GX that I've ever pulled. This is awesome. Look at the artwork on that thing. Very dynamic, very explosive looking, super cool. He kind of reminds me of like an electric looking Gumby for anybody out there that knows what Gumby is. All right, it's got 2 attacks. Dazzle Blast for lightning energy. Your opponent's active Pokemon's now confused, 20 damage. And for 2 lightning and a colorless, Cablegram does 100 damage. If you have exactly 3 prize cards remaining, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. So cool little lightning type card there. Ultra Beast goes in our rares. Sweet stuff. Another Unit Energy and a cute little Amora. That's our first time seeing that one. So sweet. And Fossil Excavation Map allows you to search your deck for an unidentified fossil card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So it's actually cool because previously I don't think that there was any way to search out those identified fossils. Unlike Pokemon that can be searched out with Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, things like that. With the fossils, you kind of just had to draw into them naturally. Here's a Goomy for Mikey. Yep, Bergamite. Hone Edge, Frou-Frou, Torterra. Oh my gosh! Oh boy, that's so sick! Oh my gosh, we didn't even find a regular B-string yet, but we've got the first secret rare from Forbidden Light. I would take it home with me, but Aaron would kill me. All right, gonna have to list this thing on the website. This is a beautiful card, and it has got an amazing effect. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to one of your Ultra Beasts. Shuffle your deck afterwards. And you can only use it if your opponent has 3 or 4 prize cards remaining. Super good card. I think this card is going to be played in a bunch of competitive decks in the future. I think it's going to see a lot of success at the upcoming national and world championships. So definitely look out for full art B-string or secret rare B-string or just B-string in general. Oh my gosh, I am speechless. That is amazing. Sick card. Awesome. Super glad we got that. Now, is the frying pan in the set? Do we have any confirmation on that?
I'm pretty sure the frying pan is in the set.
So, I mean, just imagine, oh my gosh, that could have been the frying pan. That would have been like so much more disappointing. Right. But we got the B-string. That is definitely like the chase secret rare, if I had to say so. Do we know of any other crazy secret rares that are in the set?
I didn't see anything. B-string was the only card that actually stood out to me. When I was looking at the set list.
And Crasher Wig.
I think that might actually be our hunt card.
I think that's probably going to be our hunt card, right? I'm just trying to think if there's any card that's crazier than that, but I'm pretty sure like that's the hitter. That was my talk about cards that we've hit from my top 10 so far. We've got Malamar, which is my number 4. We've got Diancie, which was my number 3, and B-string, which is my number 1. And we've got Mystery Treasure, which was my number 2. So we've got the number 1 card, 2 card, 3 card, and 4 card all up here from my top 10. If you want to check out my top 10, it is on Derium's competitive Pokemon, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. We've got Pyroar here and Litleo. I feel like I haven't seen that guy yet.
What, Litleo?
The Litleo. Yeah, I haven't seen it. It's a common. I probably have seen it. All right. And Pyroar, cool stuff. Ability Unnerve. Whenever your opponent plays an item or supporter card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to this Pokemon. All right. And Dominating Fangs, 80 plus. If Lysander Labs is in play, this attack does 60 more damage. That is interesting as well. Specific to a Stadium card. I don't think that I've ever seen that. And then this new Zygarde as well. Cool stuff. Just an option for fighting. Non-EX, non-GX attacks here. Glare is a good attack. Double colorless. 20 damage. Flip a coin if heads. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. And then Calm Strike. Fighting in 2 colorless. If you've used your GX attack, this attack does 60 more damage. Obviously, has some synergy with the Zygarde GX there. Not only because the card has double colorless in its attack cost, but also Mysterious Treasure. but also because it jives with the GX attack, which you're going to want to be using over and over and over again in a Zygarde GX deck. We've got the Froakie there, Esper. I don't think I've seen that Esper. Energy Teaser, very cool. Hone Edge, Noibat, Geibel. The new Halucha. Every time I see a new Halucha, my blood gets going. I get excited. I'm like, maybe this will be as good as that old Halucha from Furious Fists. And they never are. We've got this high jump kick, 20 damage, and Sky Drop does 80 minus, which is 20 less damage for each colorless in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. Sorry, Halucha, but we do have this sweet Infernape card. Check that out. Flaming Fighter. Put 6 damage counters instead of 2 on your opponent's burn Pokemon between turns. Pretty cool stuff. And then we also saw there's the Delphox, I think, that does auto burn. So maybe a fun little league deck there. Oh, and Burst Punch. You don't need to. He burns Pokemon for you. Burst Punch. I did not expect that. Is this a reprint here?
It's
alternative typing?
art.
Alternate art. Okay, so cool stuff. All right, shows how much I read the Infernape from the last set.
Yeah.
I definitely have a bias towards fighting type Pokemon, so I was more likely to recognize it as a fighting type. And I was like, wow, cool, look how cool Infernape is. He's a fighting type Pokemon. But when I probably saw it in the last set as a fire type, I was like, oh, Infernape, okay. Goodra and Abomasnow. This is a reprint as well, right, in the grass type. From the water type, ice type, whatever that we had before. Ultra Recon Squad, Heliolisk. Oh, I am so stoked on that Beast Ring, though. That is nuts. To be honest, our hits have been very low so far. I mean, I'm over halfway through this box. I have not gotten a whole lot. That Scatterbug is hilarious looking. You're just like, all right, Goomy for Mikey.
Thank you.
Yep. Binacle. Dragalge. Water Energy. Sliggoo. Another Frogadier. Sweet. And a Porter. And a Porter. Okay. This pack here. I've seen some sort of weird marking on the front of these packs. Looks like, okay, we've got something. We got a little something. All right, Magnemite. Binacle. Flabebe. Croagunk. Clauncher. Abomasnow, and Greninja GX. That is a sick rip. Look at that artwork. Awesome card. Now, I did talk a little bit of noise about Greninja on your pack art. Sorry, Greninja. I'm just not a fan of your pack art there. Here, the annoying tongue scarf is not quite as prevalent, and I actually think this artwork looks super cool, and this card is very good, so I am excited about it in a bunch of different ways. Shuriken Flurry, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So nice little sniping ability there on the evolve. Then it's got 2 very good attacks. Haze Slash for a water and 2 colorless. You may shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your deck. 110 damage. Great for putting the Greninja back into the deck, which then you can evolve up and use its Shuriken Flurry again. And then Shadowy Hunter GX for a water and 2 colorless. This attack does 130 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Sweet stuff. Awesome. Greninja GX, amazing, super stoked on that rip. Let's put him in a sleeve. Sweet. Very cool. All right, Greninja GX, you're bringing things around here for us. I think Greninja was like my maybe 8th, 7th best card of the set. Looks like we've got another hit here. Oh my gosh. Litleo, Cubone, Scatterbug, Snover. Beast Energy. Oh, that is awesome. I love this. And a Palkia GX. 2 hits in 1 pack. That is fantastic. Let's take a look at these bad boys real quick. We've got Beast Energy. This card provides colorless energy, but while it's attached to an Ultra Beast, it provides every type of energy, but only 1 energy at a time. The attacks of the Ultra Beast this card is attached to do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. And Palkia GX. With spatial control, move any number of energy from your bench Pokemon to this Pokemon. 3 colors, Hydro Pressure, 60 plus. This attack does 20 more damage times the amount of water energy attached to this Pokemon. And 3 water, 2 colorless, 0 Vanish GX. 150 damage. Shuffle all energy from each of your opponent's Pokemon into their deck. Is this a reprint?
Yes.
It's water.
It was water.
All right.
Dragon.
I was going to say, I have seen this before. I've seen that before. That is not new to me. All right. Not new to you guys either, but he is water type now, which means that he jives with Aqua Patch. So all the Palkia fans out there, I can rejoice that maybe your Palkia GX is just slightly more playable than it was before. This is looking like a very water-oriented booster box so far. I think I'm going to take my piles, and kind of straighten these out. All right. And let's get cruising along. Definitely feeling stoked on this box. We've got some sweet, sweet stuff in here. I mean, I'm feeling like we could pretty much Geibel, Flabebe, Skidoo, Froakie, Magnemite, Beast Ring. Thank goodness. Okay. Metal Energy, Azelf, Crasher, Wake, Uxie, and our code Beast Ring. Awesome. That is a rare. So it may end up just being like a one of in your boxes. And that's just going to be a kind of expensive card. I think that's a card that most players are looking for out of the new set. Pokemon went ahead and made it a rare. Also, Mysterious Treasure, only 2 of so far. If that card ends up being a like 2, 3 of, what are you looking at, Rotom? You excited about that, Rotom? I know you are. Let's see it, Mikey. All right. Rotomotor. If you have 9 or more Pokemon tool cards in your discard pile, ignore all energy in the attack cost of each of this Pokemon's attacks, same as the other Rotoms from the last set, right? Were they all in the last set? Yep. Plasma Slice, 3 Psychics, which are irrelevant if you have 9 or more Pokemon tools in discard pile, 120 damage. This Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. Nice type coverage there, cool attack, decent amount of damage as well. So sweet addition to your Rotom deck if you are a big Rotom fan like Mike.
That helps with my Buzzwole matchup now.
Definitely helps with the Buzzwole matchup, giving you a option to one-shot those pesky Buzzwoles. Skidoo, Noibat, Inky, sweet Fennekin, Rockruff. I like that Rockruff. And a Porter and Clawitzer is rare. Pulled him before. I haven't really looked at him, though. Standing by. During your next turn, this is Pokemon's Sharpshooting attack does 120 damage instead of 40. And then Sharpshooting, this attack does 40 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So, cool stuff. You can snipe with it. All right, I get it. Nice. Water Energy, Doublade. Love Doublade. Doublade is sweet. Halucha and Braixen. Now, how many hits do we have so far? We've got, 3 GXs, 3 GXs, 2 Prisms, and a Beast Ring. 3 Prisms. 3 Prisms. Sick. How do I have 3 Prisms? Oh, and the Volcanion. Yeah. Sick. All right, so we're doing pretty good on our... What is this thing? Dianthia. Okay. So we've got holographic supporter cards. We've got, rare trainer cards. All right, Pokemon, I see you. I see what you're trying to do here. Trying to make our good cards hard to get. We've got Dianthia here. You can play this card only if one of your fairy Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Put 2 cards from your discard pile into your hand. That is actually super good. Like, that is a good card for sure. Cool stuff. Gonna pull that aside because if you're playing a fairy deck, that's just like teammates, but better because you get to pull out of the discard pile. So it allows you to just have more resources. I think, Sylveon would probably love that.
Sylveon would love that. Even Gardevoir would love that too.
Would probably love that. We got Pheromosa Ultra Beast. I did see that the Pheromosa is one of our pre-release promo cards, so very cool there. It's got 2 attacks. High Jump Kick does 20 damage for a colorless, and White Ray, 2 grass and a colorless, 90 plus. If you have only 1 prize card remaining, this attack does 90 more damage. As you can see, the Ultra Beast, even the non-GX Ultra Beasts, are continuing on with the trend of Ultra Beasts having something to do with the prize cards. That is just, that's kind of just, the Frogadier. Frogadier. The prize cards are the Ultra Beast gimmicks, so I wonder if they can really keep that up. I would have figured that they would have run out of things to talk about with the prizes, Gumi.
Thank you.
That they would have run out of stuff to do with the prizes, but apparently they have not. We've got Toxicroak and a Alola Marowak there. The Toxicroak Poison Jam. Now it's a fighting Pokemon. I actually want to look at it. Poison Jam. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. And Exact Revenge. 50 plus. If any of your psychic Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack during your last turn, this attack does 70 more damage. Oh, why does it have to be psychic Pokemon that were knocked out? Means that I'm going to have a hard time playing that in my fighting deck. Ooh, the Poipole. People. The people. We've got the people. All right. Floette and Mesprit. But I guess since that Toxicroak, this is actually kind of cool because since it is fighting type, right, that means that you could play it in a Psychic deck, and since its attack cost is colorless, that you could just throw it into a Garbodor deck or something like that uses Psychic and double colorless energies to perform attacks, and you could get some, I don't know, you could get some fighting coverage if you felt like you needed it, which you probably won't, but I mean, you could.
Lycanroc, right? Wait, no, never mind.
Pheromosa. We've got the regular holo version of that. Bonnie, Gabite, Tyrant, cool stuff. Moving right along, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs remaining. Can we get ourselves, I don't know, another sweet hit? Inky, Auroras. I have no full arts yet. None. 0. Klefki, Heliolisk. That's weird, but I guess I'll count my B-string. He feels like a full art to me. No, he takes up the whole card, though. Geibel, Rock. Oh, cute Rockruff. A Gumi for Mikey. Honedge, Helioptile, Infernape, the fighting variety. Aegislash, Fighting Energy. New Judge, Best Judge. And that is all. I do like that New Judge artwork, though. I think there's like an old classic Judge, right? When was the first Judge? Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or is it earlier than that?
It was Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver. The Heart Gold, Soul Silver Judge is pretty cool looking. Have to say so. The Denny and ladies and gentlemen, 3 packs. Can we get? Do you think anybody's ever opened like 2 secret rare of the same one in the same box?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You think Pokemon goes through a certain amount of effort to prevent that kind of thing from happening?
I would hope so.
You would hope so. I mean, just like 2 B-string would be so sick. I want to show up this Tyrantrum a little bit since we haven't seen him yet, I don't think. Tyrannical Heart. As long as you don't have more Pokemon in play than your opponent, this Pokemon's attacks do 60 more damage. And it takes 30 less damage from attacks. Ooh, that's insane. So if you don't have more Pokemon in play than your opponent, that means if your opponent has a full bench and you have like only 3, then you're doing 60 more damage and taking 30 less, which is nuts. But this is a stage 2, and it only has 160 hit points. Weird that I have to say only. I mean, the stage 2 Pokemon, I guess, really as high as stage 2s gets about 170. So I guess 160 is like a decent amount, especially with that ability. Crunch, for 2 fighting and a colorless, discards an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon, 100 damage. Pretty cool stuff, though, for all you Tyrantrum fans out there. It could be, I don't know, could be a fun deck, to say the least. You're doing a ton of damage, so that is definitely attractive. Skrelp, Froakie, Krogunk, that thing, Rockruff, Exeggutor, Psychic Energy, Mystery Treasure. Thank goodness we got a 3rd one of those. And our final pack to close out my first box of Forbidden Light. We've got a hit in here. Oh, we've got a Scatterbug. Inky. Gumi for Mikey. Another Gumi for Mikey. You're telling me you could get a 3 Gumi pack.
You can.
You can get a 3 Gumi pack. And hopefully you will. Snover. Fennekin. And full art Crasher Wake. Check that thing out. I didn't even know this was going to be in here. That is a cool looking full art supporter. In our last pack, finally got a full art card, Aaron. Discard 2 water energy cards from your hand. If you do, search your deck for up to 2 cards, put them into your hand. Cool stuff there. Like I said, could definitely be played with that, with the, what did I say, Starmie? Starmie. You can play it with Starmie. I think so long as you have Starmie, this is a valid card to be played. I think without Starmie, it's going to be inconsistent because you won't have times where you just have 2 water energy to spare in your hand. But awesome pull there. Awesome box of Forbidden Light. I'm stoked on that. A little bit depressing that we only got 1 Malamar, but I'm sure those will be around. I know a lot of people are going to be looking for those. We did get some sweet stuff, though. We've got Palkia GX, Greninja GX, Yveltal GX, Volcanion Prism, Beast Energy, Diancie Prism, our amazing Beast Ring, and another Beast Ring, 3 Mysterious Treasure. Sweet stuff out of our first box of Forbidden Light. My first box of Forbidden Light anyways. Thank you all so much for watching the video. We've only got a week left on our Derium's playmat sale. So if you want a Derium's playmat signed by everybody in the Derium's crew, that is Dan, me, Mikey, Wifey, Derium, and Aaron, then you could go ahead over to Deriums.com. They're $24.99, I believe so. Go check that out. But anyways, thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel. Peace.